Yo, so what's going on, Battlefielders? It is Pwn, and we are back with another gameplay. Today we're rocking out the G53, one of my favorite guns in the engineer category. We are playing a little bit of Conquest Assault, which is not something I normally do. I got my first taste of this a couple weeks ago when I started doing the pub star tournaments, because this is basically the only thing they play. They play Conquest Assault, and as you guys know, I'm primarily a infantry type rush guy. I'm not too familiar with lots of vehiculars and objectives, spread across the map. And the reason because is I've had a lot of bad experiences on it. I found that a lot of time I could be doing great, going 32-1, and tearing shit up with or without a vehicle. And then it's just like a big game of Ring Around the Rosie. I'm going between all three objectives, just going in big circles over and over and over again, and it just gets a little annoying here and there. But as I take refuge behind this car, I want to talk to you guys about today's topic of the day. Now, this one is not intentional. It's not meant to carry over from what happened yesterday at all in any sort of shape or form. But again, we get back into the area of children, schools, and unusual topics. I know. Now, this one was provided to me by my wife, actually, because if you do or do not know, my wife is a teacher's aide. Basically, her job is to carry shit. She backpacks for days, motherfuckers. That's what she does. So as a teacher's aide, the teachers teach. They get in front of the chalkboard, they say, hey, little Stan, come up here and do your math problems on the chalkboard. At the end of the day, they do all that stuff, but she takes care of most of it. She does the grading of the paper, she sets up the courses and the projects and all that stuff. So basically, she's behind the scenes. How musicians just happen to rap or whatever it is they do, and it's usually someone behind the scenes doing all the work, making the creative, unique lyrics. That's kind of what she does, except for in terms of children and school and teaching and actually benefiting our, world. So the whole topic today was a really unusual one, because this is something me and my wife really disagreed upon. And I guess there's no right or wrong way. I guess it's just a comfort thing, or what you guys may think is right. So I don't know. And we definitely disagreed on this. Now, she teaches basically she doesn't teach. She's with tons of different kids throughout the day. She also does like extended care, so after school she watches kids, and sometimes she's got first graders, sometimes it's fourth, fifth graders, whatever. And it's a very, very limited school, very, very close school. Like the graduation, that happened this weekend, there were 12 seniors. So that's the kind of small school that they have. 100, 150 kids, something like that. But it's straight through kindergarten on up. And the situation was, we were sitting in the car last night, just coming home, and she tells me a story. She always tells me stories. I ask her, how's your day, what happened, and she'll tell me what fucked up things the kids did today, or what pissed her off, or what made her happy, or something cute one of them did. And this one really caught me off guard, because we were sitting in the car, and she was like, you know what was going on today? There was this little boy that kept running around saying Skeet. And this isn't for racial purposes, but just to let you know that the entire school is primarily black. Not trying to be mean or racist, but that's probably why Skeet was in there. I'm not sorry to say it's not right, but there aren't a lot of white people that know what Skeet means. It's an honest fucking fact. You remember that the zoo video I made, and the name of the name of that hog was Skeet, and her mom did not know what it was. Exactly. And it's just different. And I think it's because, Skeet was a word that was kind of put a twist on, because I believe it was based off of skeet shooting, which is like a fucking competitive shooting or some shit, I don't remember. But, yeah, that's what it was. And it took rap music, and rap music twisted it around, and, it got turned into a sexual phase, which happens all the time. I do that shit myself. And I make PTFO sound dirty sometimes. But that's what was going on. So this little boy was running around saying Skeet all the time, and he didn't know what it meant. He just heard it on the song, you know what I mean? So he was running around saying, "Oh, Skeet, 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 Skeet." It's like 19 more in there somewhere. But that's what he kept doing, is saying Skeet. And one of the little girls knew it was bad, and one of the little girls went and snitched on him, that dumb bitch. But she was like, you can't say that, that's a bad word. She didn't know why it was a bad word, she just knew it was a bad word, which is usually about how it is. There's some bad words as kids, as like an adult, as a parent, in my mind, in my opinion. There's some bad words that you just say, hey, they're bad words. And sometimes the kids ask, why are they bad words? Swimming! And sometimes you can tell them, sometimes you can't. I mean, it's like a comfort thing. So this little boy was getting in trouble, and he's like 9 years old, 10 years old. He's fourth, fifth grader, so he's still a little young. And before we actually hop into the rest of the story, I gotta inform some of you guys exactly what skeet means, because some of you guys may still be on the fence and may not know what it is. So here we go, straight from the top. Urban Dictionary did my research. The number one result on there for you guys. Number one, skeet, was 30,000 likes up and 6 down. Skeet is actually a form of birth control practiced by the African American tribes of North America near the beginning of the 21st century. Visionaries of the time, such as Lil Jon and Nellie, recognized the inevitable and ever-present danger of overpopulation in their land and decided to take action. They discovered an ancient form of birth control used by their ancestors that involved pulling out and shooting, much like skeet shooting, during sexual intercourse, as not to impregnate the female or bish. The visionaries spread the word by the only way they knew how, rap music. People would listen to the songs of the visionaries during ritual smoking ceremonies and chant skeet, skeet, skeet. Every tribe of their kind in the land listened to rap music, and the idea of skeeting quickly gained in popularity. Soon the entire African American tribe had done its part to offset the effects of overpopulation through generations of skeeting on the women that they did not wish to impregnate. However, the tribes of the land, most notably the whites and Mexicans, did not support the skeet movement. They continued to grow in number until the whites eventually ate the Mexicans. The whites, however, refused to eat the African Americans for fear of sickle cell anemia, so they all got on a very large boat and went back to England. An example used. Excuse me, I didn't catch your name, but would you mind if I skeeted on you? Seeing as how we just met and all, I'm not fully convinced that you would make a good mother, so I'm electing not to ejaculate inside of you. Let me go get you a towel. What a gentleman. What a gentleman. Bravo. He put that down as best as possible. And half the people are like, wow, that was extremely racist. And then I'm like, I don't care. It's funny. It's not like meant to be harmful. But that is basically a summarization. I mean, skeeting is, in most terms, pulling out and getting it on the woman. And that's all it is, bro. Alright, now this is exactly where things get twisted. This is where me and my wife disagreed on something. She thought it was proper and okay. I thought it was rude and out of place. But you guys can make your own decisions. I really don't think there's a right or wrong in this situation. It's just what you would prefer as either, a parent or, somebody else. And honestly, after thinking about it, probably wouldn't have been too big a deal to me. But some people may overreact to this kind of shit. So the little boy was like, he was in trouble, and he asked, why was I in trouble? Why is it a bad word? And she basically explained in the simplest way possible it's when a man gets his stuff off. I know. So she basically actually just described it. It wasn't say it's. See, I would have preferred it to have been like it's a bad word. Just don't say it. It's something that a mom and dad do, or even if you just want to say like, oh, it's something that happens during sex or something, and then they would be like, ew, sex. Yeah, right. And you know how it is. And it just seemed like it was a little too detailed in my mind. She basically said that it was when a guy gets his shit off. And I'm like, So, thinking of it the first time, I laughed naturally because she just told a 9-year-old about skeet, because not every day that kind of shit happens. So, we're sitting there, and, I'm like, I don't know. And then I started thinking, like, what if this kid goes home, 9-year-old kid goes home, talks to him, like, Mom, guess what happened today? Mrs. So-and-so told me what skeet was. She'd drop her shit. It'd make me laugh a little bit. I'd be like, so what? Like, and I don't know. I mean, like, it's not, like, too bad. I mean, you think about it, because all the kids in school, I mean, even when they come into school, I mean, it's nothing but, you hear rap music all day long. So you're hearing Lil Wayne and all these innuendos, sexual things. So it's not really too bad. I mean, it's not, like, any worse than they have, but it's different describing it. And I think the situation is not telling the kid, it's just, the formal, informal kind of thing. When it's a teacher, it's kind of different. Like, if my son came home and said, hey, yeah, my teacher told me what skeet was, I'd have been like, why is your teacher telling you that? But I guess that is their job to teach a little bit, and, it's whatever, I guess. I mean, he asked a question, she was honest, so I guess she didn't lie. But she didn't shelter the fucking situation. I don't know. I think it's mixed up and down. You guys can go any way with it. I don't think it's, good or bad, but I just would think that it'd be weird as a parent knowing that somebody introduced my son to what, skeet actually meant. I don't know. I think some people could overreact to that and get, like, really pissy, actually. But, it was harmless at the end of the day. There was no harm meant by it, and it wasn't like they were just sitting down, eating Cheetos, talking about dick, so it's not too bad. But At the end of the day, that was my experience for the night. That's how we topped off the night. We had a great day yesterday. Woke up, went to dinner, went to see Men in Black 3, which is actually a good movie. If you like the other ones, great movie. I'd say go see it. Then we went to, what else did we do? We went to the crew game, soccer, aka football. And we had a good day there. We won that game. And we played cornhole all night long. And no, that wasn't. That's not another slang word. I'm about to go look up on the dictionary. It's actually a yard game. I think they call it tailgating sometimes. Me and my wife cornholed last night. But that was about it. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the story. Let me know if you've had any serious things and what you would do. I mean, if you were the kid, would you really want to know? And in the other way around, if you were the parent of that child and some teacher at the school, somebody you didn't know. I think that's part of the reason is because somebody you don't know, and it's, I don't know if it's proper or not. So let me know down below. Would you get upset if somebody told your kid that? Or if you'd just be like, oh no, it's just one less thing I have to explain to the little shit. Let me know down in the description below, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the rating. Check out the description for all the good stuff, the Twitter and all that good stuff. Peace out, guys. Leave a rating. Get it?